Hello my lovelies. Oh, this is a little bit wobbly, I'm sorry for that. Today's shaving video, I have something that I haven't shown a lot and I don't really know why. Well, here we go. Can you guess what this is? Can you guess it? Just in case you can't, it's the Rockwell. Oh my goodness, I can't remember when was the last time that I used this. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, most probably because it was at the bottom of the drawer. That is most probably the reason. So today's razor is going to be the Rockwell razor. I have it on its lowest plate, it's the R1 plate, because I'm not so prickly today. I did it last week and didn't video it, so there we go. In it I have the Tiger Platinum blade. It's on its second use and I am using an old vintage style scuttle and it's called the Nelson. Yes, I think it's the Nelson, yes, it's the Nelson. And in it I have my synthetic brush. Hang on a minute. Let me just get the water out of it. And this is an English make and you don't see these around a lot. It's in collaboration with the Simpson brush and it's called the Simfix. You don't see these a lot around and I don't know why. They work absolutely fabulously. In here I have some water, and because this scuttle has holes in the top so that all the excess drains, I'm going to have to show it to you like this. This is my soap in here and I have blocked the holes a little bit with some extra soap down the bottom. Okay, just so that you've seen that. I've just taken shavings off my soap, and what is the soap? It is Czeck Speake number 88. Oh, I don't know. I don't ever want to run out of this one. This is how it comes. I've shown this to you before. It's wrapped up beautifully. Of course, I've used mine a lot. So, and I've taken shavings from the back. Hang on a minute, I've got the light on this, I don't know, shall I keep the light on? But anyway, and this is what it looks like in the front. So, and it's a floral, has a floral note, a little bit like roses. It's lovely. I can't remember what it actually says. It's 90 grams, it's quite expensive. However, it lasts a super long time. Let me see, not say. It's made in Italy. It just says perfume on there. But anyway, it smells a bit like good English roses, like the original cottage roses. Really, really lovely. There you go, Czeck Speake. So let's get that lathered up. Here we go. Oh, that's water running all over. Here we go. Wait, let me pour the water out. That makes it easier. So this is the way you would have done it. It's a nice, gentle kind of scent. And of course the holes are there so that if you've got hot water in here, the steam will warm up the soap. What you normally do is put the whole soap in there, but I never do that because it's unhygienic. I don't like bacteria getting into my soap, so I shave it off. That's how I do it. But I've made a video on that. Go to the Lather Lab and you will see on that, and also on the scuttles. I made a video on scuttles as well. So this has this is quite small, but it is deep and it is actually lovely to lather up in. A lot better than you'd think when you first look at it, and has a lovely wide mouth that you can fit. I think this is a 24, it could be a 24 even, 22 or 24. Right, let's wet my face. I've been in a mad rush today. And I'm going to go for a bit of a pastier. Lather today. So I don't want foam and lather everywhere, so I'm going for a pasty today. Right. Oh my goodness, can you hear that? Now they've decided to now I have to tell you, if you can hear all this mowing going on, the council have had a really bad knuckle wrapping because they haven't mown the grasses for ages. They call it wilding, which is a fancy name for just letting everything grow. And the grasses have these really horrible like hooks on them, and when they did mow, they left all the grass on the ground. So invariably, over the last few months, what's been happening, the dogs have been walking everywhere over it. I need a little bit more water. Just dipped it into a bit more water. And people have been dragging it into their houses, and it's been catching up in the dogs' and cats' paws. They've been licking them, of course, to get those little hooks in, because what happens, the grass seed digs itself into the skin, is really sore, you can't detect them properly, and then they get infected. And some have been licking them and got them in the ears, and then you need to pay about £600 to go to a vet, not to go to the vet, but at the vets to have that extracted, because otherwise they can choke and they can pierce through the windpipe, or if it gets down into the gut, it can pierce the gut. So it's been a right nightmare. So the council have been told off for not doing their job properly. And Saturday, I walked to a close by shop, and they had mown, I mean, such a sloppy job I've never seen before. Literally, if a 5-year-old could hold a strimmer, they would have done a better job. They left batches out. If there was a tree, they didn't bother, they just went past it, didn't go round it, left all the barbs lying on the ground, and so on. So I've been forever more the last few weeks sifting through the dogs' coats and paws, making sure I get every little barb grass, which you don't. Well, you do in the end. You have to go with a comb through, you know, which takes like forever and a day, but then you still got some on your shoes and it just still drags into the house, or when you open the door it blows into the house. So that's been a little bit of a nightmare. You have to hoover latest every 2 days to make sure you get them all. And on the sofas I've put like velvety blankets on, and the dogs lie on them, and I'm glad I did that, because those blankets tend to grab hold of those seeds, and then the seeds dig into the blankets rather than into the dogs. I prefer that a lot because it's so painful for them. Last year I missed one that had gone in between the toes of the bigger dog, and in the end I got it out, but it had already infected, and it took a course of antibiotics, which are super expensive, as you will know. As if you're a dog owner, you will know those are expensive. And painkillers to get rid of that. But in the end, it affected the dog's paw anyway. Since then, she's not been right with that paw. Every time the weather gets a bit iffy, she hobbles along like as she's only got 3 legs. Yeah. So not very nice at all. So that's why they've most probably been called back again to finish off their job properly. But I don't know how they're going to get rid of the seeds, because it rained all day yesterday, all day this morning. So they'll be just stuck to the ground. So most likely there'll be loads of seeds around. Oh, this feels so good. Smells so good. Let's get some toner on. Well, and the other annoying thing is, I told you a few months ago that I had planted outside my front garden, the other side of the wall, and they'd mown all the plants down. Well, a result of that, of course, all the plants died, and now I've got a whole load of weed in there and grasses. So I've got to go out there later, because they won't do it anymore. They won't mow there at all. But I've got to pull out all the grasses, and I have to turn over the earth and all sorts now. So yeah, so that was the aloe toner, and I'm just going to finish off with a light moisturizing aloe moisturizing lotion for today, because I don't want much scent to interfere with this beautiful Czeck Speake number 88. If you want a bit of luxury that lasts you a long time, because it's also triple milled, then get yourself some. And what I like most about it, the rose scent that you can smell doesn't smell synthetic at all. So from what I can smell, they must, even though it says perfume on the back, I think they're derived from real roses, not from synthetic one, and not synthetically made. So I hope you enjoy your day. I feel a lot better now. I rambled a bit today, but that doesn't matter. I hope I wasn't too boring for you. Next time I'll keep it more professional. Bye bye, see you soon. Remember, be kind. Missing you already. Bye bye.